Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into something that affects so many of us, how food actually makes us feel.
That's right.
We're going to be looking at the difference between just guessing what's wrong and getting real solid answers.
And for this, we're leaning on some great material from Blood Test UK. Our mission today is pretty simple. We want to give you a shortcut to feeling better.
A shortcut, I like that.
Yeah, we'll talk about what food intolerance really is in simple terms, why getting a proper test is so important, especially if you're looking for answers locally, say in a place like Ipswich, and just how quickly it can change your daily life.
Okay, let's start right there. So we know it's not a severe allergy, but what's actually happening in the body, and what are the signs we should be looking out for?
It's basically your body struggling to digest something. It doesn't have the right tools, maybe, and that sets off a delayed reaction.
Delayed, okay.
And across the UK, the signs are pretty consistent. We're talking about your tummy puffing up, bloating, tummy pain, headaches that just won't quit, maybe some skin rashes, and just feeling wiped out all the time. That real sense of fatigue.
And I saw that the sources like Blood Test UK point to the usual suspects, right?
Yeah.
Dairy, gluten.
Exactly. Dairy and gluten are the big ones, plus some food additives, but that's just the first clue.
So a lot of people might start a food diary at that point.
They do, and it can be helpful, but it's also really easy to get it wrong. It's a lot of guesswork.
Which brings us to professional testing. Why is that step so much better than just trying to figure it out yourself?
Because it's about accuracy. It's not a guess.
Right.
A professional service like the ones Blood Test UK talks about uses blood analysis. It's scientific. It measures a specific kind of antibody linked to these delayed reactions. It gives you verified results.
So it takes the guesswork completely out of the equation.
It does. And once you have that information, the relief can be really, really fast.
So let's talk about that. If someone in Ipswich gets tested and finds out their trigger, what changes for them right away?
The first thing is rapid symptom relief. The bloating, the pain, that can start to fade very quickly. Your day-to-day just becomes more manageable.
And what about the bigger picture?
Well, that's where it gets really good. People report having so much more energy, better mental clarity, that brain fog lifts. It's a huge boost to your overall quality of life.
That sounds life-changing.
It can be. And if you are looking locally, it's just so important to find a clinic that's accredited, one that's recognized by the Care Quality Commission, the CQC. That way you're getting the best standard.
That's a great point. So, okay, we've got the results. We know the triggers. Let's say it's wheat and eggs. What are the next steps for managing this long term?
The first step is avoiding those triggers, obviously. But the second, and just as important, is finding good alternatives. You need to keep your diet balanced.
So it's not about restriction, it's about smart swaps.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Smart swaps. The sources suggest easy ones. Switch dairy milk for oat or almond milk. Instead of wheat, try gluten-free grains like rice or quinoa.
It sounds totally doable.
It is, and Blood Test UK makes a critical point here. After you get your results, you really should talk to a nutritionist or a dietitian.
To make a proper plan.
Precisely. They'll help you build a meal plan that's not just about avoiding things, but about making sure you're still getting all the nutrients your body needs.
So to sum it up, this deep dive really shows that professional testing is the clear path. It leads to informed choices and, feeling better fast.
It really is that straightforward. And, here's a final thought for you to chew on from the material we reviewed.
One.
Food intolerances aren't always for life. Sometimes people, especially children, can outgrow them. So how important is it to keep checking in with experts over the years, maybe even retesting, even after you start feeling great?
That's a really interesting point to consider. A big thank you for walking us through these insights from Blood Test UK today.